Hey, welcome back to another episode of Homesteading with the Lawson. We see all these flowers blooming, the bushes are starting to bloom, the daffodils are all blooming. I'm referring to early spring. In Missouri, we've seen it all before. But there's an old saying in Missouri, if you don't like the weather, just wait, it'll change. Well, today we'll continue to prepare a homestead for spring. First, taking care of all of our animals, and then on to some projects. Okay, we're taking care of all the dogs in the kennels. Cleaning them out. Setting up the water they've already eaten. And we'll be back in just... Okay, I fed the fish yesterday, so I won't be feeding them today. But I'm going to put some corn out for the ducks and a stalk of, or an ear of corn out for the squirrels. So go on to the pond. There you go. Go on. Okay, they got the water messed up. Just dump it all out. And we'll spray that out. I still use a heater in here at night just to keep the water from freezing. I don't think it has been freezing in a couple of nights, but we'll continue to do it. Okay, that slows the water down. Okay, now we're going to put in some dry bedding around. Okay, that helps spruce things up. Now I'll feed them and gather the eggs. That's usually enough. Okay. Here's the eggs, and we'll go ahead and gather those up and close up out here. Our new addition to the homestead, baby chickens. We'll try to handle them a couple of times a day, feeding them from the hand and just handle them so they're used to us.
He's putting wood shavings in their water. And I made him this little perch the other day, or yesterday, so he could sit on it. And I'll be right back with some clean water. Okay, so here's the fresh water. Make sure they've got plenty of food. Well, good morning. How are you today? Good morning, little ones. Well, they're being shy. Shall we lift this up and see how everybody's doing? I don't like to check on you and see. There we are. There's the one out for some breakfast. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give them a little bit more food. Who wants to say hi to Mom? Come on. Look at you, you brave one. Yes. Well, let your sister in. Yes. You'd rather eat from my hand than the dish, huh? Oh, now you're gonna stand at my hand. You too, huh? Look at that. My hand dish is more coveted than the actual dish. Okay, and since they have a tendency to stand on top of it, I'm just going to put this here to protect it from poop. All right, guys. Love you. Let's put your heater back. And everybody move out of the way so I don't step on them. There you go. And that's a little radiant heater, so it stays nice and warm under there, and they can crawl under just like Mom. There we go. That's our morning routine.
We're so thankful for these chickens, and we know that they will do well on our homestead. I got my good buddy Tim Jarvis over here helping me today put the fence up, helping us today. He's just showing us how to do it, and then we'll go on from there. But Tim owns the Amber Waves gun range here, and we're going to try to get this fence up today and stretched so we can keep chickens in.
So we finished that far side, and we went around the end.
We started at the gate, we went to the first corner, we went to the second corner, now we're going to the third corner. Well, I'm not sure if you could tell, but the wind was picking up quite a bit, and I was afraid that you just couldn't hear what Michelle was saying. She was explaining that we're pushing this fence past the last pole, and then we'll attach a device for stretching the fence, and we will use our four-wheeler to pull it tight before we attach the fence to the posts. After we've got this fence rolled out, we will be moving it as close to the poles as we can, and do this just by lifting up that wire. We'll put this, we're going to slide a pole in between the fence and the post. Then we're going to raise it up so that we slide that fence all the way to that post and continue all the way down. I think these two will just stand up and they'll just be next to that pole. That makes it a little bit easier in stretching. Next, we will insert the aluminum pole inside this wire, like so, where it hangs out both ends so that I can turn. Now, once we get the fence pulled on the first corner, we'll turn this fence to the other corner and take it all the way down to that corner before we start pulling. Here is a picture of that fence puller I was talking about. We'll bolt it on and then stand it up and then start pulling the fence with a four-wheeler. All the clips were attached, tightening the fence on side 3, and now we're headed back on side 4 to the gate in the garden side. Okay, the four-wheeler was put close to the gate where we'll be taking this fence to. It'll be tightened, and then we're attaching these clips onto the corners and then heading down side 4, putting these clips in to make sure that this fence is complete. Okay, now we've got it hooked up to the four-wheeler. We stretched it a little tighter so that we could put clips onto the fence, as shown here, that'll hold it tight onto the post. Now the fence is tight and it's attached at the top. We'll go around and attach those clips to the top and at least the middles for now. And here's a picture of Tim putting that middle clip on now. Well, eventually this will keep the ducks out of the garden, but they're okay to be in there now. But we have completed this. We've disconnected the wire from the fence and connected it. So now all we have to do is add gates into here, from here to there, and the same thing from there to there. So we'll have 2 gates coming in, one on each side. We will probably also have an access panel put in here separating the chicken coop from the garden so that we can move stuff back and forth. Thanks for following along with us today. We hope that you liked it. Don't forget to hit subscribe Share with your friends on social media, and as always, God bless.